Hey everyone, welcome to Creating with Cassie. I'm so excited to have you with me today because I'm talking about the pin banner from the July box of Perfectly Pieced. Now, you might not know what that is, but basically they decided to give us these really amazing pins every single month this whole next year. So we finished year number 1 with Perfectly Pieced in July and we started year number 2. And so now we're getting these collectible pins, which is incredible. But of course, MeTime doesn't just like huck a pin at us and say, enjoy. They give us a file that we can stitch out that is so beautiful so that we can display our pins and any of our other pins that we get from MeTime, because Bella Box has pins as well. And so I'm so excited to stitch out this design, and it is super quick, really fast. And if you got the box in July, you even have the pin banner good to go. And the nice thing about this file is you have it forever, and so it's super cute on this pin banner. But you know what, I think it would be adorable as a gift, like on a pillow or something. I'm gonna have to do that. I think I will. Anyway, I just wanted you to quick stitch this out with me. It's all stitching, so there's no cutting, there's nothing extra. So I'm just gonna do a quick sped up video of all the stitching so you can just see what it looks like, and then I'll show you how I'm going to finish it off. So let's get stitching.
So what I did is I hooped my flag just on one side on some stabilizer and made sure it was nice and smooth so it would stitch out where I wanted it to stitch. And then I took some time trying to figure out what threads I wanted. I decided on a really beautiful blue color from Glide, and then I had a hard time figuring out the other colors. I ended up going with a beautiful gold color and then a pink to finish this off. So it just stitches out with a beautiful satin stitching. It's just gorgeous. It starts out with the bigger words here, and then it moves on to the smaller words after we're done with the big ones. But it is just super fun to watch this stitch out, especially sped up. It goes so quickly, but I sure love it, and I'm excited to have this on my pin banner. Now you could put it wherever you wanted on your pin banner. I wanted it down on one end. You could put it in various places with whatever you want to do for your look when you're finished, but I decided to do it near the bottom of one. So I did the gold letters that were the small ones, and then the pink from my cute little spool, and that's how it ended up.
All right, here it is in all its glory. It's so pretty. I absolutely love it. Now to finish this off, you can finish it here at the top of the fold, or you can simply take it and fold it underneath so that the bottom layer is a little bit higher than the top, just kind of like that. It doesn't have to line up, it's fine. And then you can make your banner a little bit longer so there's more room for pins. Either way is great, it's all fine. I'm going to do it this way because I want a little bit of extra room. I'm just going to iron out that seam that was in the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and iron here at the top. I have about 4 inches of fabric above where the center line would be. I'm just going to make sure it's pressed really well. Then what I need to do is make a casing. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to put it at the top about 1 inch down. And I'm just going to measure that and then mark it with my water-soluble pen so that it will erase later. But this way I know where to stitch so I can have a casing for my dowel. And because I don't want anything to move, I'm going to put my sewing clips here at the top. They're my favorite things to hold something in place, and then we're ready to go. All right, now that we have everything prepped to stitch, we're going to take it into our sewing machine and we're going to start stitching directly on that line that we drew. And I do recommend doing a back stitch because we do want this to stay in place really well and not pull out. So we just go ahead and stitch right along, following the line nice and carefully. And then when we're done, we'll have a beautiful casing that we can slide a dowel in, or you could slide ribbon in. Either way is fine. You just want to make sure that you have something so that you can hang this up on the wall. And there might be different ways that you want to hang it, but a casing is probably one of the easiest ways. And so we're just going to quick finish stitching this, and I am going to back stitch on this side as well to finish it off. There are many different ways that you can remove the water. I like to use a little glass of water and my finger, or a Q-tip. That just gets rid of a line really easy. You can spray it with a spray bottle if you'd like, but I just feel like erasing it with my finger or a Q-tip and a little glass of water just works the best, and so that's the route I chose to take. And it's really great. It just kind of erases the line, and you want to make sure you don't press this too soon, otherwise you can make the line come back or make it permanent if you haven't erased it first. So to make sure all the blue is gone before you do any sort of pressing. Now it's time to show you all the pins I have. Look at these. I just have a whole collection, some Bella Box, a Kimberbell, and some Perfectly Pieced. So I just pinned them on and it's good to go. Okay, so now we're going to assemble this. So I'm going to just slide a dowel in through, and I want to make sure it's a little bit longer on both sides because I'm going to tie this with ribbon. And I'm just going to use the Me Time ribbon because I have tons of it. It comes every month, and I thought, how cute will this be to tie this banner up with the Me Time ribbon, and then I don't have to find some, and it's just kind of like, look, this is all my Me Time stuff. And so I'm just going to tie a double knot here on this end, and then I can go ahead and tie one on the other end and make sure it's just nice and tight. You can add a little dab of glue if you feel like it's going to slide off. And then I'm just going to come over here and do the same thing. And just make sure that it's nice and tight and secure, and it will be so cute. All right, I love it already. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit, make sure that it's laying the way I want it to. Always good to make sure it's adjusted correctly for yourself. And then I'm going to strengthen all this knots. There we go. All right, and then I'm actually going to put a little loop knot on the top of this string. So I'm going to just take it and pull it under so that I can create just a little bit of a loop knot so it can hang on a hook, because I have a hook on my wall that I need to hang this on. So I'm just going to do that and then straighten it out, and look how cute it is. I'm so excited to have this on my wall. I can hardly handle it. In fact, let's just hang it up right now. Look at this poor little blank wall. Needs something cute on it. Just going to slip it on this little hook, and there it is. Oh, I love it.
You guys, look what we made. Isn't it amazing? I absolutely love it, and I love that I could just use my Me Time ribbon. You could use any ribbon if you wanted to tie on your little dowel, but I love that I had some Me Time ribbon and I could just tie it on, put it how I liked it, and I gave it a little loop at the top so I could just hang it on a hook above my sewing station. And there it is in all of its glory. These are my pins that I've collected so far for those who are curious. This is from the French Market Bella Box. This one is from the Family Tree Bella Box. This one is from the Fresh and Local Bella Box. And this is July, August, and September from Perfectly Pieced. And this is just a cute little Kimberbell pin. So aren't they fun? I am so excited to display all my pins on this. I'm so excited that I decided to go the route to give it a little more space. That way I had more room for all the pins, because who doesn't want to display them all, right? I know I do. So I hope that you had fun stitching this out with me today and enjoying just watching a video where it just shows you all the stitching. That's kind of fun, a little bit different. And I hope that you give this a try. And if you've already made your pin banner, I mean, seriously, don't you think that would be an amazing pillow as a gift for someone who loves to stitch, embroider, sew, even hand embroider, anything, because it's beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. So any sort of stitching would make a great gift. Anyway, I'm so glad that you showed up here today, and I hope you go and make something beautiful. We'll see ya.